Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that was why OBS couldn't figure out that what it wanted to record. Anyway, so yes, you do for once succeed in squeezing through a window instead of walking through a door, you strange man. Um,
I guess I'll lie in bed and just like rest and wait for the call.
The
Just
call?
the call
like
of adventure.
yeah. It's not like I
Um,
got a sword to sharpen or something. Like I'm not gonna like wax my fists or something.
Wax your fists.
I don't know. Whatever wrestlers do in their prep time.
I'm going to find a way to make that a thing.
how to
That's a
wax your fists.
that's cool. That looks edible.
Bye, Jake.
Put your fingers in them and pretend they're shoes.
They're called ladies' slippers. And they're the perfect size to put your fingies in them and pretend they're shoes.
Oh my god.
Um, so, to review where we concluded last time, you successfully defeated Granny Grandpa, the hag who had unfortunately devoured Uncle Calabash, Limina's uncle, who it then in turn turns out had left the mansion to her. Limina, um, perhaps not wanting to be alone in a world where hags can come out of the woods and eat you, has offered up her rambling house as a headquarters of sorts for all of you. Um, since then, picking out various rooms for your own personal quarters, um, and perhaps beginning to decide what exactly you might um, want to do with the various rooms now that you are the controllers of this abode. Um, Limina mentions uh, that in all the excitement yesterday, or and actually, no, excuse me. Limina mentions to you as you're going about the house, cleaning it up from the um, combat from the day before, uh, uh, helping out Binky, the exceptionally round horse. Um, Limina mentions that there is a basement that she wonders if um, uh, or she wonders what's going on down there as she didn't check it. She presumes that nothing terrible should have occurred, considering that Granny Grandpa was up here with you, but then who knows really? She tells you that uh, that the basement is in the northern storage room, or the basement entrance,
What would that be?
across from the kitchen.
Oh.
What was the basement used for, sir, typically?
I don't know. I never really went down there.
But,
I just knew it existed.
uh-oh, I can't escape from my room. No, I'm losing my mind.
Cast light on my mouse.
I found the basement.
No,
I
you
didn't
didn't.
join yet. Yeah, I did.
No, you
right-
didn't find it.
I'm gonna just leave the building and come back.
Oh, you mean the one that's hidden underneath all the bottles?
Yeah, it's you see the little hinges of the door.
You
Help me
do
move this.
see a small trap door hidden beneath a large barrel.
Hang on.
There are already large barrels.
I hey, when you go get Talos, I can't drag this.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Well,
Talos,
Ooh.
unusually quiet for some reason,
oh, he's a pretty quiet guy.
easily moves the barrel
Contemplative.
out of the way.
All right, I'm going down.
Is it
Oh.
contemplative or contemplative?
Oh. Oh.
Hmm?
Is that some rubble right there?
Barney?
You see upon the ground as you enter
Oop,
a tea
shit.
set. Wait a second.
Whoopsie doopsies.
Excuse me. I left the lights on.
Yeah, I'd like this slow dim. Oh,
I cast light on
Oh.
the string on the mouse.
You should do that.
I'll start glowing.
Okay, 1 second.
Actually,
Where's my spell
The
thing?
spell effect light is now in the chat, courtesy of Tombstone, so you can just use that one also. There you go.
he set.
The
I don't
corridor
think we should touch that.
I'm not gonna trust this place. I'm gonna draw
has a tea
my,
set
my,
on the
my
floor.
rapier and shield.
Gonna walk right past it.
Can I examine the tea set?
Sure.
Starting visually.
The tea set is made of porcelain.
Mhm.
It is of middling quality.
I put my ear up to the door that I'm next to.
You hear nothing, really.
Okay.
Quint.
Nope.
But you
Hear
do
nothing.
find that the door is locked.
Dang, these tools are broken too.
I forgot to prepare my spells today.
Well, do you have mending by any chance?
I did not take that
Nope.
because I am a dumbass. But I can maybe learn it if we can find someone that knows it,
Why do you want mending?
so that I
It's
can
like-
mend his thieves' tools.
Yeah.
I don't
Tools,
believe.
yeah.
I believe they're completely broken. I think you have to get new sets. Have to buy a new
I-
set.
From what I understand, it's as simple as buying like the new,
Yeah.
like the replacement pick. It's not
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, but it's inconvenient. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
swap a cantrip next time. We'll
Mending is
see.
a first level spell.
Can
Is
we
it?
swap cantrips?
What kind of bullshit is that? It's
Oh, it's a
mending.
first level spell. I can definitely learn that.
Oh, good.
Next time we level up, I'll take that for you.
Thank you.
Or yeah, I can also just craft them. Yeah, I can just fix them myself with crafting.
I would like to cast Read Aura on the tea set.
I'm pretty sure. Like, didn't you have to like? I don't know. I mean,
The tea set is entirely mundane.
that's like
I
he's
mean,
level-
mending is instant, but it uses up a spell slot.
Okay,
It is,
well, then I
however,
will just
carefully
try to fix it
arranged where
myself.
it is on the floor.
Are
Sorry for asking for a spell.
are there fairies still around?
The fairies went to go and chill out in their tree.
Oh, okay. Good.
You could seek them out if you were so inclined.
Well, but, you know, they probably don't know anything about a tea set, right? Maybe.
Are they on like pressure plates?
They don't appear to be. Quint rolled a pretty good perception check. He didn't notice any. Quint, you
Can't
opened
see
the
around
door
the
to the
corner.
south. The darkness is somewhat illuminated by your companions, but
We
not
also
enough to see
still don't have
throughout the room.
8 eyes for Talos with us.
Yeah,
It's true.
I was
Talos.
not summoned, but
Well,
also I don't know where this basement is.
In one of the storerooms on the servant side.
Far left of the house, there's a barrel with some stairs in it.
Thank you. Okay.
Can I?
I'm just gonna use the WASD.
That works too.
Oh yeah, I forgot that works. Thank you.
Can I do that Indiana Jones thing where I prepare to pick up one of the teacups and I have the mouse in my other hand so that I can just switch them and see if there's anything underneath?
Sure. Make a acrobatics check.
All right.
Hey guys, cool basement. Oh, it's a door.
Yep, I can't see around it yet. Waiting
Uh.
for someone with magic.
Why not just open it with a key?
The door's
You're not-
open.
What?
The,
Oh.
this door that I'm standing next to is open.
Oh,
I
indeed it
can't
is.
see
I'm
around the corner.
just gonna walk in.
Then why not open
All right,
it?
Biblo, you walk in. It's dark.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Wait, I have
All
some
right,
kind of low light vision. Oh,
Cecil, you walk in. You find a bathtub.
carpet. Wait, what? I thought it's a carpet. Is it a bathtub?
There's a
Okay.
carpet as well.
This is where it took
Oh.
its baths.
A
Yeah.
But there's a
secret
bath upstairs.
basement.
Yeah, but it
This
like
is a his
Yeah.
base bath. What's this red things?
That is a bar of
Soap.
soap.
Yeah.
I found the wood.
Oh,
Uh,
pardon
Quint,
me.
you walk into a room filled with firewood.
Cool.
Is this
Uh,
How big is the tub? Is it jacuzzi size? Can we all fit in it?
No,
Is
it's
this a
a.
secret basement jacuzzi?
It is not a secret basement jacuzzi.
Uh,
Cecil, you have trapped Biblo in a dark room. He can't see.
Oh, good.
Finally.
I also
the evil
can't
has
leave
been defeated.
this
what it
doorway. I
deserves.
can't see
Alright.
the actual button. I was gonna go upstairs and fix my thieves' tools, but can you move up 2? Thank you. Doesn't make sense to use crafting down in a hallway.
I mean, it's a thing that takes 10 minutes to do.
Yes, I understand. That's why I'm going to a place where I can sit down for 10 minutes and do it.
what?
Talos walks over to the door and looks at you all and points at it.
I think Quint went upstairs so that he could repair his thieves' tools so that he could unlock it. Meanwhile, did I successfully Indiana Jones a teacup?
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing happened. Your mouse is sitting there, sort of in a ready pose. His forepaws up into each side, and he's looking left and right very furtively. But nothing
Thank
happens.
you.
It was very intense, but you know what? You've managed to do it.
Quint, if you want to try rolling crafting again to
Yeah, I
fix
was
them
waiting for you.
tools.
Didn't want to interrupt.
No.
There we go.
Hey, you got yourself a brand new lockpick.
Okay.
Actually, you actually just found one in one of the kitchen drawers.
All right. So 20 minutes later, I come back downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Biblo, what have you been doing for quiet honks from the tub
Use
and
that
silence?
Summoning different instruments. Playing them in a tub.
The tub
God
currently
damn it.
doesn't have water in it, by the way. And
Yeah,
also,
no, it's just got good acoustics.
okay.
Yeah.
And to be clear, no, this is not a downstairs jacuzzi. This tub is normal tub size.
It's incredibly strange to have a basement tub.
Biblo, you would be fine. Talos would have an issue.
Hmm.
Quint, you attempt to open the door. It thwarts you for the time being.
You want me to take a crack at it? I'm an old dab hand at this kind of thing, Sonny.
Sure.
No, you aren't.
I like this. I like that this is a thing happening.
Okay,
Sunny.
Biblo, you somehow do better than Quint, but you still do not open the door.
Ah, shucks, I almost had it.
At least it was impressive.
Quint, if you would like to try again instead of the gnome who's currently walking on his hands. Oh, there he goes. Finally, Quint,
Hey.
after a number of tries, you feel the ever so satisfying click of a lock revealing its secrets to you. Opening the door and stepping within, you find a large chamber cluttered with all manner of different items. Completely random, it seems. Chairs and pots and books and scrolls. A number of rotting fish. Random
What?
pieces of paper. A hat. This appears to have been a storage room, but for some time now, it appears that it has been given over to the storage of the effects of someone with a certain sense of whimsy. And as you espy a number of children's dolls in one corner,
Oh dear.
the sense of whimsy takes on a darker aspect indeed.
I had a gross thought about the tub.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
know. This
isn't-
this place seems pretty hagged up. This spot right here, right? All this fish points to the fish. All this fish. That's hag situation. That's not Uncle. Let me look at these fucking names.
Kea, as
Calabash.
Bibelo is continuing his musing, you open the next door and almost walk directly into a in-ground pool.
Oh my god, there actually is a pool in here.
What do you
There-
mean?
Out of character, Rita, there's an actual pool.
Gotta be
in this
Kidding
building.
me? What the fuck is this now?
Cannonball.
What the fuck?
Bibelo,
going nowhere.
you land in the pool.
Good push.
It's about 6 feet deep. It's a substantial body of water. A fish-shaped spigot constantly spews more into the pool, though the level does not rise.
Interesting. Oh, because there's a little drain here. I will light the way for you.
Thank you.
Quint, you walk into another room. It appears to be some sort of either additional apartments or just a place for additional beds,
Yeah.
perhaps additional
there's a
storage.
pool down here.
Meanwhile, Cecil, you have walked into a room with a large vertical cylinder in its midst. It's quite damp in here, and there is a fountain connected to the cylinder that goes from floor to ceiling, and this fountain has water in it also. A cheerful little burble that flows from, evidently from
This is
the
a-
column.
Yeah, and this column goes from floor to ceiling, you said?
Yes.
I'm sleepy. Okay. Anything on the column or is it just blank and featureless?
No, it's just a stone masonry column. It's cool
No-
to the touch.
No etchings or patterns or anything? Okay.
No etchings or patterns. Is cool to the touch and damp.
And there's water coming out of it into this?
Yep.
Or... Okay.
Where under are we?
The well?
Kea,
There was a well.
you are indeed the high intelligence character of this campaign, and it
Nice
occurs to
job.
you
I-
that
I-
you are
I have a-
positioned about
I have
where
a
I
I have a +3 in
you
intelligence.
don't have to protest. Like
Yeah.
I get just
Just take the L, man.
jeez. Um, you realize that you are positioned about beneath where the well above you, the well in the courtyard is.
Nuva, we went into a room, and then there was like the hag's clutter chamber, and then there was a pool, and now we're exploring the pool.
There's a basement pool.
The real horrifying thing is what if that is in the Hague's clutter chamber?
And we are
Oh,
going
wait.
to fill it with wine.
I'm worried that it is that the weird tub is also the hags. But like not for the hag to enjoy. That's my worry.
Like a blood
Well,
tub?
it's
No, like a tub's if you eat people, you want to make sure they're like tidy first, maybe, I don't know. Or a
Biblo
blood
says
tub.
to Kea as they tread water in the pool.
Yeah, this looks kind of nice.
His like big puffy clown costumes like floating all around him, all weird on the surface.
Yeah,
Ugh.
what is his face paint doing?
Good question. I guess it would be grease paint, so maybe it's fine.
Mm.
Just kind of damp.
Kea, you look at Biblo and his face is just melting.
Oh man,
Um,
grease paint.
This is some low quality paint. Turns out.
being that you have explored the entirety of the basement, you are able to light various sconces and illuminate your environs. Fully.
that's bright.
Yes, you could turn off the light spell now. At this point, you're fairly satisfied that you have more or less explored the entirety um, of the house. And Cecil, you do not detect the presence of any other entities within the environs other than yourself and maybe a rat.
Get that rat.
The rat scurries into a hole, never to be seen again.
I'm gonna pick up the tea set and put it in the clutter room.
The tea set returns to the clutter room where it belongs, or perhaps there is purpose to it being in the hallway. The only person you could ask, it now lies in ashes. A well-deserved final reward for her hideous misdeeds.
Well, I won't miss her deeds.
No, she was a jerk.
You know what? I'm also gonna get rid of the rotting fish.
Indeed.
What kind of hat is in here?
A hat?
Yeah, you mentioned a hat.
It's up here in the upper left-hand corner. It's a tricorn.
Yoink.
Add a tricorn hat into your inventory. It
Oh
is
my.
a light, it is of light bulk.
How do I add a tricorn hat? Is that a thing that exists? How do I
Yeah.
add a thing that doesn't exist? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you just hit the plus sign and
It's a plus sign, you say?
yes.
Oh yeah. No, that's not it.
No?
Oh. Huh?
There you go.
This
Oh,
one?
you created a new container.
Oh, that's a container. Wait,
Yes.
what? No. No. Equipment?
Yes.
Yes.
I literally don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Let me know if you can't edit that.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeep. So, with that out of the way, what should you like to do? Now that you have fully explored your new manse.
Um,
Maybe we should probably head back to.
no, continue.
Oh, I was gonna say we should probably head back to town. Not like we're famous enough to have people coming to us to give us
Sorry,
work,
I-
unfortunately.
Sorry,
Oh man.
I was aware again. There was a hat. A hat was mentioned.
Yeah,
There
was
Bebo
a
took
hat.
it.
You want
Biblo
it?
currently
kinda
has
hat?
it.
What
You
kind of
love it.
hat?
It's
Tricorn.
tricorn hat.
A
He's
tricorn
got
hat?
it. He's got it balanced on top of his pointy hat.
Would you
You
like
know
a
what?
hat?
It's not a cool. It's an alright hat. I will wait for a cooler hat to show up.
It's
Oh,
like the
wow.
hat of a majestic sea captain.
I'm not feeling ski-ish today.
Ski captain. Oh.
It's,
8 Eye's too
I
good for
might-
a hat.
listen,
There's also-
I'm
Sorry.
wearing a mask. I thought it
There's
might
also
have been-
various goods and services we need to avail ourselves of.
Can't we just like take a nap? Has it been a day? Have we slept?
You
Is
have
this-
slept, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you woke up the next day, you found
Oh.
Binky, and now you've explored a basement.
Yeah.
Cool.
We found Binky.
Probably still dressed up like a funny little butterfly man then. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to change your look for the day, yes, probably.
Yeah, I think I might have used my spells the day prior, and I probably wouldn't want to start the day using spells just in case. So, butterfly man. Where do the fairies hang out? If we're
There,
leaving, I'd want to say
you can
goodbye.
hear the
big
ringing of
tree over there.
bells over in this direction.
Boop, boop, boop.
Rita, I know it's because you're using a trackpad, but watching Bibelo meander across the
It's just he moves
courtyard,
with his
like
with,
spinning
uh,
around.
cartwheels.
I'm
He
using the
moves with
wise.
cartwheels.
Yeah, I'm using the arrow keys now, so he's kind of like he can't do diagonals, so he's just sort of doing this shit.
Oh,
Anyway, you can see that the middle blooming cherry tree is currently aglow with various different colored lights, occasionally ringing out merrily as you approach the tree home of the colony of lantern fairies that calls this place home.
He'd knock politely on the bark of the tree.
The lantern fairies ring you a happy greeting. Always quite happy to see you, being that A, you can have a conversation with them, and B, you saved them from being used as garnish by a hag.
Nice. You know, I don't have anything really to say other than some like pleasantries. So that's it.
They're very pleasant in their return pleasantries.
Yeah, just talk back and forth in our silly little jingle bell language or whatever.
Well, you're actually using words. Somehow you're able to understand them regardless.
Al, what does Sylvan sound like coming out of a gnome's mouth?
Well, Sylvan sounds much the same coming out of anyone's mouth, but
Okay, but I want to hear it from you. What do you imagine the language sounds like?
a lot like Elven, but older,
Is it light and airy? Oh, is it more
stranger.
weird?
It has a less immediately musical. So or rather, it has a musical tone, but it's less melodic. If that makes sense. You might listen to Elven and you would hear being that Elven is a very tonal language itself, and the way that is arranged is that it actually is very pleasant to listen to, even if you don't know what anything that's being said. Sylvan has those same traits, but your ear will be left straining to make out a pattern where there is none.
Creepy.
And as a result, it's just because of its musicality, your ears, your mind, because the minds of mortals typically enjoy patterns. It helps make the world make sense. And with Elven, that's readily available, or readily evident. Sylvan, despite sounding very similar, lacks it entirely.
I love
And
that the clown is the only one in the party that could speak this language. Everyone else has to just listen to this creepy, weird atonal thing happening.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
necessarily creepy.
You're making it sound creepy, but okay.
I know. It's not necessarily creepy. In fact, when you're speaking it to these fairies, it's completely pleasant. I mean, the fairies are speaking it through their little bell ring sounds, and despite those chimes being completely, seemingly random and not melodic at all, they're still very pleasant to listen to. And Biplo's responses are much the same in that vein. The only thing is that Sylvan is the language of very natural things, the sort of basics of life, and specifically of Fae that sort of embodies that, or embody that. And that includes both these lantern fairies, but it also included Granny Grandpa as well. She could speak Sylvan. It would sound very different. Anywho, yes, the lantern fairies are very happy to see you. Now that's out of the way. So is one of the renovations to get a full double door in the main entrance? And
No, we always gotta step through it diagonally like
Oh
this.
man, can't do
Only
that.
way we get
with
there.
the keypad.
No, come on. No, you know what?
Oh, you can do
Oh.
that with the keypad. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
I
we
will
can.
I'll just always go through the window. Maybe I'll climb the side like a freak. Like some people enter their house through the roof. Santa Claus? Yeah.
Yeah, Santa Claus always goes in for the roof of his house to get into it.
Yeah.
Um,
How else does he get practice for the holidays?
Also, to be clear, the three rooms that were under discussion and were all being referred to as lounges are three very different rooms, different purposes. And I should say, the one that you're in is a living room, but the other two above you, one is a library and the other is a trophy room. Just thought I should point that out.
It's true. Yeah.
Whoa! But wait.
Why there's all that weird shit in there.
Damn it! This is like the perfect. That's the perfect room for Vampire. I don't collect trophies as this guy. Damn. Unless.
I mean, technically, they're not your trophies.
Yeah, but
I guess they're your trophies now. Or really, they're Limina's trophies, but that is the
Yeah,
other
but we
thing.
can
If you want
add
to,
the trophies.
if you want to rearrange the house, you might want to run it past the person who actually owns it first.
I guess yeah. We'll figure this out together. Our trophies.
but yeah, for the time being at least, it seems that the danger to this place has been assuaged, leaving you to decide where to go next in your journey. Which brings me back to what I heard was Cecil's earlier suggestion.
We should probably rest for the night and head off at dawn.
Isn't it not that late? Didn't we wake
I'm not
up?
sure what time is it now.
Oh, it's not
In
that
game
late.
cells.
You
In
just
the
sort of
basement. Oh.
you cleaned up the house and everything. Explored the basement, discovered Binky. Um, and now it's getting close to noon.
That's not bad then. I guess it is a
I'm
long
gonna go
walk, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to town.
whoa,
He's just
So-
gonna start walking.
Yep.
whoa.
Isn't there like a
Quint,
Scary
as you
forest?
start walking past the whatchamacallit, what is
Yeah.
that building? Stable.
Yep.
You see around it something that you wouldn't have been able to see in the dark the night before. There is a cart.
Ah,
Art.
Oh, neat.
a
That'll
cart
make things
that's
easier.
that's manifested out of nowhere.
Okay. Well, then I am gonna go. I'm sorry. What was her name again? The one who owns this building.
Limina.
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 Okay.
Like liminal, but with an A or no L.
Yes.
I kind of knock on the door even though it's open just to announce myself.
Limina looks at you. Hi.
Hey, can I borrow the cart and horse to go into town?
Absolutely, sure. I think that's a great idea. I think Binky might do good with some exercise.
Yeah. Do you need anything while we're out there?
No. I was looking around. The mansion seems pretty well stocked right now. Surprisingly. Considering that it's just been Granny Grandpa here for a while. Actually, maybe you should. I'll give you a list of provisions for the pantry, and this way I can just go through that and dispose of anything that looks suspicious.
Okay. We also went and looked in the basement and the room before the pool, which weird that there's a pool down there.
There's a
but you know
pool
what?
down there?
There's a pool. I was a little surprised by that too.
Like a literal
Um,
in-ground pool?
Yeah, like.
Or is it
would-
like, is it, I'm sorry, I said in-ground, but is it an in-ground pool or is it like a,
It is. It is an in-ground pool that is being fed by some sort of reservoir and pump system. Honestly, it's probably the most valuable thing in this building.
why did he never tell me this?
But the room just before it looked like it was kind of a mess. I don't know if there's some other fey creature in there. Honestly, I would just kind of stay out of the basement until we get back, just to be safe.
Oh, okay.
Figured I'd bring some like candles and stuff to light down there.
Okay. I will do. I really want to check out the pool though. But yes, no, definitely. Good idea.
All right. Yeah. I guess if you wanna, we'll go to the kitchen and check what we need, then we'll head out.
Sure. A few minutes later, Limina has provided you a list of sundry items that a house might need for various provisions. Mostly food items, things that stay well over time. And yeah, you are ready to be off.
Ooh.
Or are we?
You tell me. Is there
What if
anything
we
that
what if
any
we
of you
can't
want to
leave the
do?
forest? What if it's a magic forest where we get stuck forever
Well,
and we all turn into skeletons?
I'm gonna go
And
get
we
the
all
axe.
then we all come back in the sequel and we're like really cool characters in the sequel.
What are you? What is this a reference to?
Twilight
Um,
Princess.
I'm gonna get well, I'll probably shout through the house I'm going to town, and then go get the horse and cart ready.
Do you walk through the house shouting that repeatedly, or just once?
Just the ones.
Okay.
ring the alarm. Go in the town alarm.
Biblo will make his voice super loud with bullhorn and repeat it so everyone can hear.
Very good. Everyone is electing to go, or rather, Talos is electing to go back to town with you. Eight Eyes and Kea, are you going as well?
Yes. Sorry, I'm like all over the place today right now.
Me too.
Here we go. I want to go to town for reasons that are unknown even to myself. Because I'm bored.
As
That's
every 17-year-old who ever got into trouble, yeah. Sure. I will go to town.
Kea, you are also in the process of discovering these mushrooms over here, I see. They are large, red capped with white dots. So they sort of look like fly amanita, but they are excuse me. They're gigantic. You've not seen them this large. And there are some slight differences here as well. The dots are larger and more widely spaced and fewer in number than normal. But yeah, the largest one is its cap is larger than a dinner plate.
Huh.
So yes, big mushrooms.
I would like to take one of the smaller ones and make a spore print.
Okay. You do so.
Thank you.
You'll never print that spore.
What color are its spores?
Its spores are bright purple.
Interesting. Thank you for humoring me, Sal's.
No, it's your thing. I just have to write that down. And yeah, with that complete, the rest of you get ready. It takes some doing to get the carts. What are those things called? The two wood things that
This-
stick out from a cart and you put around the horse.
The hitch
I'll never tell.
Um, parts of
I
a cart.
totally know, but I'm just not gonna tell you.
The horse hitch.
Is that actually what it's called?
No, I don't know. It could be
Here, let me see.
the thing you attach the thing to on a vehicle. Why not a horse?
Oh my god, there's actually like it's really quite complex.
Horse hitch.
What is it? Just
Wagon.
okay. Cart parts D. Wood shaft.
Cart parts is so much better than anatomy of a wagon, which is what.
Yeah, it's just called a shaft, apparently. Does that whole thing have a breaching D, a false breaching D, a tug stop, a shaft tip? Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's just called the shaft.
Is the shaft tip?
Well, the whole thing is called just the
Dear.
shaft. Anyway, it takes
Yeah.
a bit of
Yoke?
doing. Oh,
Yoke
a
is a
yoke.
thing?
A yoke. Well, no, the yoke is the thing that goes around a horse's shoulders, right, or an ox's. Um,
The thing for pulling
I
a
know.
thing.
It's called. It's
Oh,
called. It's called the tongue.
tongue.
yeah, no, the
Wait,
yoke
actually?
is the
I
yoke
don't
is
know.
actually a different thing. But yeah, apparently that part, the shafts of a cart are just called a shaft.
Wrong.
Sucks.
Or the shafts. Anyway, it takes a bit of doing to get the shafts of the carriage around Binky's substantial carriage, but after successfully doing so, the horse, after a bit of nudging, begins to walk you back in the direction of town. You immediately have an issue. It occurs
Yes.
to you as you approach the forest edge
Oh.
that you are approaching a forest edge.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I was
went
gonna say.
through entirely um you went entirely through wilderness getting here.
Why does this guy own a cart?
The grounds around here are substantial.
Oh my
Well, okay. Did the courier take like the weird through the forest path where you had to use landmarks, or is there like a road, like a major road that we can like intersect with? That's probably longer.
Make a perception check.
I will make a perception check once I get off the cart page.
Any of you can, by the way.
Okay.
Please do.
Where is it?
simply not my bag.
Cecil makes a
Roll?
perception check and won't even know what it is.
Yep.
What? Roll. Roll. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Biblo and Quint, would you like to?
Hmm.
Yeah, sure.
I guess. All right. There's
Got a
all right.
noise.
Oh, it's this. All right. It's over here. Yep. That's about right.
All right. Quint, as you're scanning, you actually do see a hitherto unnoticed path about cart width.
Whoa.
About simultaneously, Biblo, you spot it as well.
What?
A path leading into the trees. It doesn't have any path running from the running across the grounds, you notice, but is just the trees are separated there, and there is a quite evident road. Well, road. It's a clear area, clear of underbrush or leaves or other um, forest-borne detritus.
Basically as close as you can get to a road in a forest.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems like it's leading back to the town.
It looks like it's going in that general direction, yeah.
Okay, well, let's
But then we take it and we end up in 1960s San Francisco.
just take the road.
Okay.
and
Let's go.
lead the horse that way.
Binky begins to pull the cart with all of you towards the road. and pulls the cart onto the path. And you begin riding down an extremely picturesque path past a burbling brook with a little waterfall. There is much bird song, and the light passes in shafts through the trees, creating dancing patterns on the forest floor as the gentle breeze causes the leaves to tumble back and forth. And after about 15 minutes of travel, you're on the outskirts of Barton's homestead.
What the fuck? Why don't we take this path in the first place?
It,
What the
presumably
fuck?
we weren't allowed to see this path because the Fae were being Fae.
Also, it's just more fun.
But what?
What?
It's
Well,
fun getting lost.
eliminate.
Limina acting like she's a navigational genius. Actually lost for her entire day.
I'm gonna roll wisdom just to see if I would even think about this.
Listen, did you know how to get to the house?
How do you roll
Well,
just
I
like
thought
a
we
s- I
asked
guess that'd be
several
like a-
people, and they all said it was about a day away.
But did they give you instructions,
Biblo,
directions?
roll.
Yeah. You just roll
Um,
like a flat wisdom. Is that a thing you can even do?
not really, but you can roll a nature check,
Yeah.
which is basically flat wisdom.
Okay.
Uh,
Hmm.
Biblo, your brain isn't quite catching on, but that seemed very weird to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Something about like the Limina thing.
Yeah,
It's like his
actually,
cogs are turning and it's just not working for him.
yeah, and as the well, actually no, eventually they do catch.
Oh.
And actually, Kea, you sort of come to the same conclusion. No, you were going in generally the same direction. You just spent 8 hours walking to get there yesterday, but you don't think you were lost.
Is
And
Is the
you
way
look
back-
back on the
yeah.
path, and when you look at it, you walked past this area yesterday in broad daylight. You don't remember that being there.
yeah.
Oh, shit, is this some Lost Woods shit?
I did. Maybe someone helped us back quickly. Maybe.
Maybe someone stopped us from getting there fast in the first place.
But Limina knew that that was the right way to go, and that it would take that long.
Yeah, I feel like this was the weird.
It was a nice waterfall.
I think you guys are overlooking it. It's more fun to get lost and follow essentially the memories. I don't know. We got it's not like we didn't get to our destination and now things are easier. But I mean, I don't know.
I
Well,
don't think
yes,
we were
but
lost. I think
see, if
we were found.
if we know how this happened, we can maybe I don't. It would be nice to know when we can expect that to happen in case we need to get from A to B quickly again in the future.
People
Just
is
one of
just gonna
life's-
yell thank you
life's
into the
great-
woods.
One
He
of
just
life's
yells, "Thank you."
great mysteries, I suppose.
And we'll find out if that's
Also
gonna happen
Fae.
when we come back through.
Oh, trying. Oh, with your science. You're trying to explain geography. What next? A map?
Yes.
We could ask the cartographer.
No, we don't.
He's kind of a meanie.
I mean, yeah, but we just gotta keep exposing him to us until he either gives up and helps us or kills us.
Or exposed as a fraud.
He doesn't appear to be at his tent right now, anyway.
Not
Possibly
even at
doing
its
important
best.
cartographer things.
Not probably committing to fraud.
What is cartography fraud?
I don't
You know what
know.
it is.
Bad maps.
Making maps that lead to death on purpose for fun. Yeah, this was
Who
supposed to take you to the 7-Eleven, but instead it's a man-eater.
who was I talking to recently or listening to? Someone was talking about how there were in the olden days they would put fake towns on
Oh.
maps just to tell when people copied their maps. And then
Yeah.
people would go to those places and slowly like towns built up in those places because people expected them to be there.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sal's, I feel like you specifically or Fruit would enjoy this. I imagine that you're a fan of Catch Me If You Can.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Did you read about what recently happened? About that guy that it's inspired on?
No.
He never did any of those things.
Oh,
He basically pretended to be a con man and got away with being a con man.
Guess
Or-
I'm
Did he
just
never
gonna
con?
come
He
or
in.
never
didn't.
conned anyone?
He never did
He just
any of
pretended
those
to be-
things.
The
He
greatest
tricked
Amazing.
everybody into thinking he's the greatest con
The,
man
the
and got
greatest,
a movie made.
the greatest con of all time.
And by tricking them, he is the greatest con man. My
Yeah.
god. What a twisty world we live in.
I honestly, I genuinely need you to understand. I was losing it all day to day at the absurdity of it. Oh my god, and that's why it's probably on my mind of cartography fraud. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is fun. He just lied about everything. Amazing. Sorry, you can read this after the thing. I love it. Wait, I'm gonna give this to Frood. This is something Frood would love.
Alright, gang, let's split up and search for clues. And by clues, I mean get chores done in town.
okay. You could also not split up and go in a group.
Well, I need to go to the blacksmith quick for a job that'll probably take an hour. So
What's the job?
I want to do a rune transfer.
What's the transfer of rune about? What rune are you transferring?
+1 from the cane to my rapier.
Wait, but I thought the cane was like a historical item.
I mean, I can get the. Hey, I can still keep the cane around. I just can take its magic.
But the magic is what makes it, special. When you take the magic out, it's just gonna be a stupid old cane.
Sword.
Yeah. You gonna really do that to an ancient artifact, a priceless heirloom? Do you have no ethics?
I mean, it's not priceless. It's 35 gold.
I feel like 35 gold is a lot, especially to us right now.
Yeah, you can buy a +1 strike, +1 rune with it.
You know what, Cecil? Just for that, I'm accompanying you.
Well, he's presently in the. Well, no, now he's disappeared.
Yes, I was in there. I stepped out for a
Where'd he
second.
go? Where'd he go? Is it in here? No. I don't know where anything is. Am I? Oh, I'm loading. No, he's not in here. How do I get out? Is he in here?
I wish I could thumbs up Biblo sits and thinks about this no longer.
Is he in here? It looks disabled.
For the sake of my sanity, would you mind going to one store at a time?
Okay. Oh wait. All right. Sorry. I'll go in here.
Okay, so immediately group splits in half perfectly. All right. Let's go by look north to south. Quint, And Eight Eyes, you walk into the E&G blacksmithy.
You mean me, Cecil,
Yes,
right?
Cecil
Yes.
and Eight Eyes walk into the same place.
Yes.
Where you find Ephemeral working at the forge herself. Um, this time she is in the blacksmith's apron and sort of sleeveless shirt, and you see that the elf is actually um, substantially built, uh, despite her or um, despite her slender appearance. She stops what she's doing and looks up at you, wiping some sweat from her brow as she does so, before putting her tools away and looking at you expectantly. Can I help you both?
Hello.
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 I was punched out by a hag last night.
That's what?
Yes.
I was not there.
Yes, he
to
was on the
see
roof.
that. Why are
I
we
feel like I'm
sharing?
missing a substantial amount of context.
Me too.
Um,
Well, a lot happened in the
can
past 24
I
hours.
help you with that?
Yes. I was wondering about getting the magic from the sword cane transferred to my rapier instead.
Oh, seems almost a pity to take away this Montasian artifact's magic. But if you prefer it to be on the rapier, then at the end of the day, it's a rune.
Far more proficient with that.
Hmm.
And I do hope to preserve the sword cane at least, even if it doesn't retain its original magic.
I can do that for you. Um,
Alright.
you already have the materials, it's just the time and labor that I'd
Well,
have to charge you.
yeah. Well, yeah, it would be. I think because I'm transferring between weapons, so it'd be 10%. I think of the rune's price.
Yes.
So yeah.
So
So 3.5
3.5,
gold.
3 gold and 5 silver will cover that.
Alright. Let me see if I actually have enough to cover that. I think I do. 3 gold, 5 silver, remove value. Yes, I do. There we go.
Well,
Yes,
thank you very much.
I'll give her my rapier and the sword cane.
I have some other jobs that I'm working also, but I should be able to give this back to you in the morning.
All right. My thanks.
You're very welcome. And do be careful out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't get punched by hags.
No, I wouldn't want to.
Oh, not you, him. I don't know what that's about. I wasn't there.
Um,
I
well,
didn't
I
know
think it's
about
good
this. That must
advice
have been really
anyway.
embarrassing. Yeah. I didn't get the that hag. I didn't see. Yeah. I think I saw her fingers at some point. Yeah. They were.
Yes.
They were. They
Ephemeral's right eyebrow
do.
is just creeping up her forehead
5
as
digits.
she looks at you.
I do fancy my skills with the rapier much more. But yes. Well, I guess long story short, we were helping. God, what's their? I can't. My brain. Lima.
Limina.
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 This
Is that?
this girl named Limina, who was her uncle lived on.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I know out northwest. He built
Yes.
a mansion, right? I remember Limina's name. I haven't seen her in quite a long time, actually. How is she doing? How's the old man doing,
As
actually? I haven't seen him either. Not that he comes into the village very often. Town, excuse me.
the hag ate him, unfortunately.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, God.
And she's doing as well as you can with that kind of information, but she's alive.
Ephemeral puts her hand over her mouth before yanking it away and um, immediately trying to figure out how to get the soot and grime that just wiped onto her face off. Um, uh, 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 that's awful. Uh, I'll um, I'll get this to you as soon as I can. Would you excuse me?
Of course.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
With that, she is going to very quickly go into her back room.
Well, all right. I will excuse.
Eight Eyes and Cecil, as you leave, you can see that Quint and Biblo are going into Clayne's
I have a
general
question.
store. Yes.
I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. It's the Caestus, I think, is what I'm trying to think of.
C-A.
Uh,
Is it
Catus? Catus?
He-
Cestus.
They're like
Festus?
Cestus, yeah.
Hmm.
Cestus. Is that something that could help a grappler out?
Kestis, I guess.
Oh.
You want to get hand wraps?
Hand wraps. Okay.
Yeah, from the perspective of a monk, I think Kestis may still count as a monk weapon since they are just hand wraps. But yeah, basically a Kestis is more or less hand wraps with made of leather and with a whole bunch of studs in them.
Just trying to think ahead of
Meaner
when
hand wraps.
Yep. Just trying to think ahead of like what equipment to get, cause, well, yeah, I never really thought about this before.
Mm.
Not really focused on taking hits or hitting hard. We're grabbing.
Uh,
Yes.
Hand wraps. Or
But-
actually, no, the hand wraps one.
but yes. Anyway, going
Have
into
to have a weapon with a grappling trait to get a bonus from item bonus. Or, I don't know.
indeed, going over to Clayne's store. Quint, you enter into Clayne's store and you see the Gilman as he's busying himself behind the counter. He stands up as you enter and gives you a little wave. Hey there. Welcome back.
Thanks. Not gonna be staying super long, but I did have a list of things we needed to purchase. We're staying outside of town. Just
Oh.
needed to stock up on some provisions.
Oh, well, you're leaving already? I thought you adventurers were here to like make the town your like base of operations and stuff.
Well, we're still gonna be working in the town. We're just gonna be slightly outside of the town.
Oh. Okay. How far away you think?
Uh, hard to tell at the moment.
Yeah.
It depends on if you're coming or going, honestly.
Oh. I didn't even see you there. I still don't see you there actually. Where are you hiding?
I mean, just assume Kay is with the group.
Okay.
Here, I'll move in. There you go.
Oh, well, okay. So does this mean you found like a place to stay like permanently in the area already?
Think so, yeah.
Wow, that's really good. I think you're
Yeah.
the first group that actually has that. The other ones are like, as far as I know, making plans to stay long term at the Silver Arm. Great. Well, hey, if you're looking for a place to stay, you probably need like outfitting it, right? Provisions.
Right. Yeah. It's not poorly stocked, so we just have a few things we need, and then I pull out the list and hand it to him.
Okay. He sort of goes over the list. Okay, yeah, I have all of these. Yes. I mean, it'll take me a little bit to get this all together. Do you want to wait, or would you want to come back like later today?
I can come back later. We have a cart in town. I'll bring it by
Great,
this afternoon
that's
or
perfect.
later this afternoon.
Yeah, would you want this? I mean, there's a pretty substantial amount here, and um, there's no actual, well, excuse me, I should say there's a substantial number of items here. There's no actual amounts. Um,
I should have looked at the list. I was
so, uh, so like with garlic, do you want a clove? Do you want?
we're gonna need presumably more than one clove.
Just a
Just
singular garlic. That's all we need.
Depends how much you like garlic, really.
just trying to hang on, thinking about how many people are gonna be living here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the
It's
six of you and who else? Anybody else in the house?
Yeah. God, and out of character. I can't remember her fucking name again.
Limina. I was just having the same
Limina!
same
Like
problem.
liminal,
Yes, thank you.
liminal spaces,
I can.
because she looks like the sunrise, right?
She does.
That's rude.
What?
Okay. Yeah, we're living with. Are you familiar with Limina?
Lemon.
Her uncle owns a mansion outside of town that he was gonna build up and sell.
Oh. Yeah. No. That guy. Yeah. Yeah. Calabash. I know him. I didn't
Well,
know that he had a niece named Limina. But yeah. If I can just like send all this to there.
oh, that would actually be great. Yeah. I guess
Oh,
as a
rather,
heads up.
I can send. It's gonna take a while. I mean, it's like it's a pretty long journey there, and I'll have to get someone to carry it. I guess I'd carry it
That's
myself. Actually, really, it's probably
well,
the easiest thing.
that's kind of why I was confused because it didn't take us very long to get back.
What?
Like
It's like
we
8 hours of walking.
we left there like maybe 45 minutes ago.
He blinks a couple of times.
Like I said, we're piecing that one together still. Let's just load it in a cart for now. As a
I'll
group
put
of
it
7
in
of
your
us.
cart, and you can get it there how you want.
Yeah. As a heads up, he unfortunately was he passed away. There was a
Oh.
issue with a hag.
Oh. Oh.
We have dealt with the hag. Lemina is staying there now, and we're going to stay with her ostensibly to keep an eye on her, and ostensibly as a place for us to kind of set up more permanently.
Oh. Well. That sounds like a pretty good uh, way of Oh wow, I'm sorry, I'm just a little shocked. 'Cause, I guess it's a good thing that or the mayor called for you adventurers. Um, all right. Yeah, no, I'll have all this together and yeah, I'll do that now. Uh, are you going to be going back there tonight? If it only takes you, it took you what? You said 45 minutes or?
Definitely less than an hour.
Okay, well, I guess you'd be going back there already then, today.
Yeah.
I'll,
Well, it might take us longer to get back than it did to get here. I don't know.
huh?
I'd like to chance it. I think we're capable enough to travel through a path at night.
There's a path?
Either, yeah, there is now. It seems. I don't look. I at the moment I find out more interesting things about it, I will let you know.
Honestly, don't. I I don't want to touch it. I'll
That's
just give
fair.
you your stuff and you can use your path.
And I can't believe I joked about some Lostwood shit happening, and then there is just some Lostwood shit happening.
Um, so that's what you need for the house. Do you need anything else?
Oh, I have a question. Do you happen to have book 3 of the True Adventures of Thomas Shen?
Yes. Excuse me. Yeah, I do. You can probably find a copy in that um uh whatever that is, bookshelf over there.
All right. Thank you.
Um,
Been looking for that one forever.
Kaya, make a perception check.
Okay. A public one?
Sure.
That's bad.
You don't find book 3. You do find 2 copies of book 4, which, as you'll remember, is The Pit of Vipers. You also find a copy of Thomas Shen and the Curse of the Blood Moon, book 2, a copy of Thomas Shen, The Slayer of the Crimson Dragon, book 1, and a copy of Thomas Shen and the Quest for the Lost Treasure, book 8.
Oh. Okay. I pick up book 8.
It's a, it's not a huge book. The books are typically not like door stoppers. And it's about the same as the other ones. But yeah, it's not like a modern publishing book with a book sleeve and anything. It doesn't have a synopsis on it, but it just has the title.
Okay. And what was
of
the
course,
title again?
Book, Volume 8, Thomas Shen and the Quest for the Lost Treasure.
Okay.
Well, who lost the treasure?
You
we'll have to
also
read to
note
find
that
out.
it appears to be read already.
Okay. Well, I assume, he reads them and then puts them up for sale.
As you bring the book back over to Klain, he goes, "Oh, I mean that's not book 3, but it's a really good one." Um,
I couldn't find book 3. I saw 2 copies of book 4.
oh, really? He gets out from behind the counter and he goes and starts. Where the heck is book 3? I get them in like, because I order them. So I'm. Have you read all of them or?
I'm missing books 3, 7, and 8. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've read 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. Yeah, no, someone gave me an extra book 4 to sell, but after they had finished. And wait a second, I don't remember selling my 7 or my 4.
Mm.
Oh no!
Is someone grabbing my books? This is very un-Thomas Shenlock behavior. Maybe I just misplaced them. Anyway, yeah, latest in the series, great stuff. He's just amazing.
I'm so
Um,
excited. I can't wait to read it. But if you ever do find book 3, please let me know.
oh yeah, definitely. I'll keep an eye out for 7 as well. Um, I mean, luckily they're not really. You don't really have to read them in order. They're pretty self-contained.
Hmm.
Although I think that one calls back to something a couple of times to the Mysterious Island. Um, but that might be 7. I'll have to uh, I'll have to think. Anyway, you'll read it and find out. Tell me. Um, yeah, no, him and Kerbal, they have to go to they have to find this treasure in Alkenda. It's you know treacherous.
Really? It's really amazing how they just go all over the place, and there's always something interesting going on.
It's really incredible. Actually, he teams up with a adventuring party in this one. It's really
Really?
unusual. Yeah, he's not alone for the whole thing. Well, I mean, alone. Kerbal's there all the time, but
Mhm.
um, he's not exactly the guy strangling hydras. um, but yeah. Supposedly, um, supposedly there's going to be a new edition that they're putting out that has an illustration by Kerbal of Thomas Shen in the book, you know, doing a cool thing.
Do you know when it's coming? Is there any way I can reserve a copy, or
I mean, I'll put in a second one, but no, I don't know when it's going to be when it's going to be in. I mean, it's just a rumor from my contacts in Queensport. So
it'd be so good? I need to just, yeah, thank you for telling me.
yeah, no,
I'll
I
keep
can't
an
wait
eye
to
out.
see what he actually like looks like. Presuming that Kerbal actually can like draw and shit.
Mhm. It sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
A person can only have so many skills.
It's just true. But yeah, no, I will definitely keep an eye out for 3 and 7 for you. Maybe I just move them inside. And then he looks over at you, Quint, and goes, I am, yeah, so you have stuff shopping that I need to get together, which I am doing now ish. And he gives you a big smile of really pointy shark teeth.
Jake, you there?
I'm sorry. No, I was not.
Quinteron died.
Yeah.
Quinteron had to return to his home planet.
And then he
No,
died
it's
on
just
his
all
way
that book
there.
talk. Quint just checked out.
Eyes rolled back into the back of his head skull.
I guess so. No, I zoned out.
Okay.
Well, I will be back for the stuff later. Please let me know how much it is. I'll make sure payment gets arranged. Thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oops. So, Trilby, no, stop, please.
Can't stop me. I'm stronger than you.
He is very strong, actually. It's occasionally frustrating. For
Yes.
something that weighs 10 pounds, he is,
Muscles with a bunch of knives at the end of its little pawsies.
yeah, kinda.
You ever tried to give a cat a bath when it didn't want to?
Nope.
And then it's like, well, I guess I decided to wear the wrong shirt for this because it's been torn to shreds. Oh, wait, I never shared the story of the.
Well, actually, with that,
I,
I think today a number of us are kind of tired, and also especially the one who I presume is still sleeping. And it's about 9 o'clock, so we did start late today. We got a little bit done. Uh, Maybe next week would be a better time to reconvene,
Maybe.
if everyone's okay with that.
Yep,
No.
that's fine.
We have to keep going for 5 more hours. 24 more
Okay.
hours.
all right.
72 more hours straight.
I guess I could do a
No,
little bit of research to figure out. We got some. I'll try to figure out like a build going on. It's just kind of really. And I think I have an idea
Yeah, definitely. Look up,
for
there are guides online to help you build your character. Just, guidelines on what can be helpful for you. And you took the wrestler dedication, right?
Yes.
Right. So that'll help with guiding you on what to take anyway, because that has its own class feats.
Has his own feats.
Um,
Like disengaging twist.
but yeah,
Or elbow breaker.
otherwise, uh, yeah, we'll finish up there for tonight, and
Alright.
hope you enjoyed the session, truncated as it was, and we'll reconvene again next Sunday.